Space, the final frontier. These used to be the voyages of the Starship Enterprise, but now they are the voyages of Star Trek Discovery. Star Trek Discovery is the latest Star Trek TV series. There's a lot of talk about it across the internet, on YouTube, wherever, so I'm not going to cover all of that. Just want to cover what I think is wrong with the situation that we're in at the moment. The problem is it's set 10 years before Star Trek, the original series. So the problem I have with that is the fact that nothing looks similar to Star Trek, the original series, and I know it's not going to. They kind of did it with the J.J. Abrams' first movie, where the clothing was fairly similar. So I don't know if they could have kept that. That would have been good. But what's happened now is that it's a new ship, new crew, which is fine. It's set 10 years before the original series events. So again, another prequel. I don't know why they're doing prequels. I think what they should do is do a continuation, and I know every single fan wants a continuation. So it's just annoying that they're not listening to the fans. I understand why they're doing it, and because they want to tell new stories without treading too much on like what's happened before it. So in that respect, I understand that, but you also need to keep continuity. I have a theory on why the timeline looks so different. So at the end of Star Trek First Contact, when Captain Picard and the Enterprise E crew, they defeated the Borg on Earth, and then obviously they watched First Contact happen, and then they buggered off, but they left all the Borg technology there. So all the Borg that crash landed and were on Earth, all that technology has been used over the years. That's why you see Star Trek Enterprise slightly different to Star Trek the original series, because some of that Borg technology has come across. They've used it somewhere down the line, and that's why the ship looks more advanced, and that's why it's got a bit of a darker tone to it than the original series. Obviously we know why it happens, but the theory behind what I'm talking about is quite a plausible way to explain why we went from totally technicolor, nice big buttons and bright red and gold and blue colours, all the way to dark and kind of dingy kind of ship design and all sorts of other technology. So we can explain why Enterprise looks different, and why all other future Star Trek shows will look a bit more modern, updated, futuristic compared to the original series. I don't like the fact that Star Trek Discovery looks like a continuation of Star Trek 3, the JJ verse ones, or the Kelvin timeline. So yeah, I see where it's continuing from there. I don't know how much of an influence Paramount have in making that happen, but Star Trek the TV show is owned by CBS, and the movies are owned by Paramount. Yeah, so they share Star Trek, but I don't know how much influence Paramount have. So it's interesting to see that it has gone down the JJ route. So everyone thinks that the timeline changed when Spock and Nero went back in time in the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie, but I don't think it did. It actually changed during Star Trek First Contact, and that's why we have a more advanced looking prequel series. It hasn't ever been confirmed that way, and a lot of people, like I said, are thinking that it's the Kelvin timeline that's actually dictated that, but it hasn't. So what we are going to do now is hopefully watch this new series. I hope it's going to be really good. Jonathan Frakes has just been added as one of the directors of an episode, so that would be good. They are going to split the series in two, like they normally do in America. I don't know why. So you'll have the first 8 episodes at the starting from September, and then in January, February they'll have the last. I don't know how many there are actually in total. I think it's 15 episodes, but don't quote me on that. So looking forward to it. If they follow this Star Trek TV show formula, I think it would be perfect. So let's just wait and see. If you like my ramblings, please like and subscribe to my videos and leave a comment below. Tell me what you would want to see for Star Trek Discovery, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.